Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today on our first webinar on Zoom platform. I hope everything will go well. And today we have a joint webinar with our partners, mediCAD. And it's dedicated to present the orthopedic solutions. Who knows, who are new? I'm Renata Kalniūnienė, Marketing Project Manager at Renata. This webinar is going to be recorded. All of you will get the link afterwards and our merged presentation file for the webinar. And also I invite you all to, if you have questions, write them in the questions and answers section. I'm going to collect all the questions, and in the end of webinar, I'm going to read them. And together with Igor and Marius, we will try to answer them. So the agenda of this webinar is introduction of our company's collaboration, also presentation of mediCAD's orthopedic solutions together with demonstration live, and second part of our webinar is going to be demonstrated via integration via MedDream Links plugin, and the last part is dedicated for question and answers session. As I mentioned, don't hesitate and write your questions in the chat, in the question and answer section. So our guest speaker, it's a pleasure for us to introduce Igor Kiselov, Business Development Manager at mediCAD, who is going to present the orthopedic solutions, the fields we are working in, and also demonstrate our integration, our products integration. And our system integrator, Marius Šadauskas, will help with the questions, introduce, and as I mentioned, shortly present integration possibilities via Links plugin. So I think I didn't forget anything to tell, so I'm passing the word to Marius to introduce, and let's start.
Yes, hello. So our first collaboration with mediCAD was done in one of the biggest hospitals in university hospitals in Lithuania. It was in Vilnius University Hospital of Santariškės and other Republic Hospital of Vilnius University. And we had a very successful collaboration on that time, and this collaboration lasts till now. The doctors are still using mediCAD, and they are very happy about this software, about this mediCAD solution. And during these years, mediCAD didn't stop working. They were still improving their software, and one day they told us that they have a new solution, mediCAD Web, which is based on the cloud and which can be, accessible from everywhere. So as mediCAD was developed, we decided that it would be good, to meet again, to have the same collaboration again, and to make the integration between the MedDream Viewer and between the mediCAD Web. So as always, it was very nice and very efficient and very, I would say, fast work with mediCAD team, as they are real professionals, not only in medical imaging in the DICOM standard, but of course in their primary field, which is solutions for orthopedics. So it was, that's why our integration was smooth, and spoiler alert, it was successfully done. So I would like to present the Igor Kiselov, who is the business development manager at mediCAD, to talk more on their company and demonstrate the MedDream and mediCAD integration. So the word to you, Igor.
Yeah, thank you, Marius, for warm words about our company, our solutions. So we're also really satisfied in cooperation with such reliable and great partners as MedDream. So thank you. And good morning and good afternoon, everyone. So I'm Igor Kiselov, Business Development Manager at mediCAD. And as you probably know, if not, we are the leader in orthopedic planning software. And thank you for joining us today. I'm thrilled to co-host this webinar with our partners, our friends MedDream, to showcase how our integrated cloud solutions are simplifying orthopedic planning workflows. So our tools are designed to make surgical planning faster, more accurate, and it's seamlessly integrated with systems like PACS and DICOM viewers like the one our partners MedDream have developed. So today we will explore why digital planning is essential, and we also try to discuss how our software aligns with the global trends in healthcare and why it's become a necessity in developing countries. So mediCAD journey began in 1989, and we have been innovating ever since. So from our 2D Classic launch in 1999 to 3D, web, and mixed reality tools today. By the way, as you can see, we have launched mediCAD web hosting via Microsoft Azure in 2025, so only at the beginning of this year. So this integration is a very recent project to us. And based in Landshut, Germany, mediCAD employs around 80 people worldwide, with subsidiaries in US and China. So let's speak that this global presence allows us to serve diverse healthcare markets efficiently. And what we developed at mediCAD, so our main pillars, let's say, so, and for what we do this, it's improving surgical quality. Definitely our software enhanced surgical quality by providing tools for precise measurements and implant selections. So this 100% reduces the risks of complications and improves long-term outcomes. We also simplify the surgeon's life. So speed and safety are the core of mediCAD. And surgeons now can plan in minutes, not in hours, and the planning is saved in PACS. This is also crucial for legal protection. If a dispute arises, the documented plan is readily available in your PACS system. And third, it's obviously saving resources. By knowing exactly what implants and instruments are needed, the OR team can prepare efficiently. So this avoids also kind of chaos in having all possible tools on hand and reduce waste, saving both time and money. And here on this slide, you can see our models. Here you can see 2D solutions. What do we have? We call it Classic. Our Classic model is a cornerstone of mediCAD, offering specialized tools for hip, knee, and long leg planning. For hips, features like automatic planning, revision capabilities, pediatric measurements, addresses a broad spectrum of needs. And for knees, we also automate implant placement and planning, means it saves time and enhance accuracy. The long leg, as you can see, module include advanced osteotomy tools based on proven methodologies. Our Classic solution goes beyond hip and knees, covering also trauma, upper extremities, and foot ankle surgeries. For foot and ankle, for example, we tackle conditions like hallux valgus and instability. This versatility makes mediCAD a one-stop planning solution, something rare in the market now. 3D solutions. while 2D, let's say, planning remains popular, 3D planning is gaining traction for its ability to visualize anatomy in 3 dimensions. This invaluable for complex surgeries like revisions, like spinal or shoulder procedures, where understanding spatial relationship is critical. For, let's say, 10, 20 years, surgeons have relied on 2D X-ray for plannings. But now, as you know, anatomy isn't flat, yeah? And complex cases like spinal deformities or pelvic fractures or even revisions demand a 3D perspective. And when you add CT scans into our software, you suddenly are not just planning in 2 dimensions. You are navigating full 3D puzzle, let's say. And with mediCAD 3D modules, surgeons can easily rotate, zoom in, zoom out, interact with the patient anatomy, making it easier to plan important placement or assesses bone quality. It's like upgrading from scratch to detailed 3D. We offer planning tools for hips, knees, shoulders, and spines in 3D, and provide such advanced 3D capabilities, and only mediCAD, let me say, is a one-stop planning solution for the widest portfolio with 3D, 2D planning, and this kind of joints. And yes, very important, it's mediCAD 3D also bridges planning and execution. So surgeons can digitally template any joint surgery and export STL files for 3D printing. So it's useful for patient-specific models and guides. If you have it in hospital, you can print it easily. Also, our, let's say, youngest solution, mediCAD Insight OR, brings planning into the operating room with mixed reality. Surgeons can easily visualize plans intraoperatively, share holograms, and stream live video if needed. It's available for all 3D models. And for now, we are working with Microsoft HoloLens and MetaQuest for this solution. It could be also interested for university clinics, for example, where students can see online the technique and the execution of particular operations. Yeah, actually, why digital planning matters. For us in mediCAD is clear, but I will try to, let's say, use explanation for a simple example. And what comes to my mind, it's a calculator analogy. Would you balance a budget with a pen and paper in 2025? Probably not, or for sure not. A calculator is faster, accurate, and reduces errors. Similarly, digital planning tools, we, let's say, eliminate the eyeballing of implant sizes or angles, and yet many surgeons still clean out outdated methods or manual methods or on eye. Why? We actually don't know, but often it's a question of habits of surgeons and, let's say, or the misconception of that the simple cases, for example, don't need it. But there is a truth that even routine procedures benefit from consistency, documentation, and reducing intraoperative surprises in operative room. And second, it's a factor of global regulatory trends. In many developed countries, digital surgery planning is already mandatory or under serious discussion. You probably will be surprised, but in countries like Germany, in Switzerland, digital planning is already de facto a standard for joint replacement. And regulatory bodies are pushing for it. Let's say better patient outcomes and cost savings. They are interested in this solution. And France and UK legalization is underway to mandate digital templates for certain procedure, or even accept it, actually. I have to check. You will ask why? Because many studies data shows us that accurate planning reduces revision rates, win for patient and healthcare budget. So this trend is likely to spread as healthcare system prioritize safety and efficiency. So in many countries, I guess, soon will be also mandatory. One more analogy what comes to my mind is also think of digital planning like using GPS for a road trip. You could navigate with a paper map, sure, but GPS gives you a real-time updates, suggests best route, and helps avoid traffic. Similarly, mediCAD helps surgeons plan the best approach and ensure everything is ready before stepping into the OR. Today's focus is our integration, seamless cloud integration between mediCAD and a MedDream Viewer. And I will focus on our web solution. Imagine that you are reviewing a patient images in MedDream Viewer. With one click, the plugin opens mediCAD web application. No downloads, no manual uploads. So DICOM loads instantly, and you are planning hip revision or knee. So that isn't like an efficiency. So some surgeons spend up to 50% their planning time simply to locating and loading DICOM data. And let's say, we see a big power of this integration because we simplify environment and workflow for surgeons. So mediCAD Web, it's a few words about our application. We developed it also recently, and one of definitely of the key feature of mediCAD Web application, it's a universal accessibility. So users can access planning software anytime, anywhere, using any device with a web browser. So this cloud-based approach enable also remote work, collaboration work if needed, access to the patient data from multiple locations, and we also have designed mediCAD Web with user friendliness in mind. So the interface is pretty simple but modern and easy to understand. It's ensuring that the planning process is straightforward and accessible, even for the users who may not have technical skills or enough technical skills. Now we have only 2D solutions in web, but in the near future we will have also all 3D solutions under our web umbrella. So what more I can say? So web solution always up to date, 24 hours available, no infrastructure needed at all. So it's somewhere in the cloud. Just open your browser and work straightforward. A strong partner like Microsoft takes care of everything else, security and so on. On this slide, I want to show you quickly the possible options in the IT infrastructure, very briefly, so that you will be not overload the unnecessary information. But anyway, we have option 1. When we have everything is set up inside of the clinic environment, in clinic infrastructure, so the data does not leave the clinic at all. And also option 2 is exactly what I'm going to show you now. It's cloud-based solution based on Microsoft Azure with additional security protocols such as VPN, as you can see here. And now it's my contact details. Anyway, you will get it additionally from colleagues from MedDream if needed. And probably it's the end of my presentation, and I will move onto the integration itself, if I may, Renata.
Yes, of course.
It's our demo environment. Maybe your real one a bit looks like a bit different, but still it's our demo environment with MedDream. And by the way, before we dive into the live demo, I have an exciting opportunity. Let me say, we are inviting volunteers to test drive the mediCAD MedDream integration in our sandbox environment, let's say. So if you are interested in testing our integrated and cloud workflow with you DICOM cases, please let us know and we will follow up after the session or later on if you are watching it not live. So simply let us know and we will set it up for you, for sure, completely free. Thank you for helping us in this case. Okay, so let's imagine I am Dr. X reviewing a patient. I see flagged for surgical planning this image. Simply press mediCAD web. Instead of downloading, uploading, I click mediCAD's plugin and icon in mediCAD plugin icon in MedDream Viewer, and we straightforward jump into a mediCAD application with the same patient DICOM file. So it's really fast. You would need just, let's say in my case, it was automatically done, but you just need to get username and password in mediCAD application, and that's all. And now we are basically in our planning tool, planning solution. And first of all, what do we need to do? It's determine a scale on the image in order to, let's say, in the future, select a right size of implant and display it accordingly. So there is several ways how to do it. Usually it's automatically a calibration by sphere, but we don't have it right now. So we will do it by distance. And if you don't have any of these three, you could also do it by DICOM data. It's not a great way, but still, if you don't have another possibility, it could be done like this. And magnification factor could be requested in radiology department. In our case, we have the ruler. We just simply draw the line and say to our software that it's 50 millimeters, apply, and now we can plan our case. So, and now our AI algorithms will go to an action. We will just need to choose the right side. In our case, it's right. And the necessary landmarks will be done automatically. If needed, we have a possibility to adjust it. If you want to decline, you can also decline it and do it by yourself manually. But in our case, it looks great. We just need to confirm it. And we will automatically get some measurements like lengths and angles in the next step. And in this case, let me say all in green. In this case, leg looks quite good, but we will still proceed with some procedure, with some templating for this leg as well. And by the way, this color, you can see green, for example, how to speak, it's like a normal values, but like green is good, yellow is acceptable, and red is not good. But again, everything is just for information, nothing more. The doctors always decide for himself what is acceptable and what is good. From us, it's like just an advice, not more. And on this maybe step, let me briefly explain you a main workflow. So in a upper toolbar, you can see under red buttons to restart planning, to make full screen, to invert images, also moving and zooming tools. If we have not a real good quality image, we also could adjust brightness and contrast if needed to see, let's say, more accurate the bones. Also, you can easily download planning as PDF or as DICOM format. You can put some notes with this function. Send planning to PACS back. We will do it, definitely. Also, you have help button here where you can find user manual and keyboard shortcuts. It's really easy to upload it, and also a button to get on a home page. And here in the left side, as you can see, green circles means that the function has been already done. If you wanna delete it and do it again, you can easily press on a red circle. I will cancel it now. And gray circles means that it's not been done yet. And in the right top corner, you can see tutorial window, and above result window. About tutorial window, I will show you here in the next function, for example, knee adjustment. And like a small video tips, you can see how to proceed with some measurements, changes, how to do this and that easily. If you need, you can also read some descriptions below. And let's back to submodule. So here you can change or choose, if needed, resection and axis, which should be corrected by the software. And if needed, and if you wish to make some varus valgus correction, it's also possible to do here. When you are happy with your adjustments, results, you can go through and apply. And one also important point, so I'm not a doctor, and by any of my actions that I have done here or will do, is only aimed at showing the functionality of our software. So don't judge me harshly, please. So now we diving into the implant selection, and our software has in their database more than 130 implant manufacturers inside, and it's more than 500,000 implants themselves. So it's the biggest database on the market. So you will definitely find vendors what you are using in your clinics, and if not, just let us know and we will contact the manufacturer and ask them for the data. For this case, let me say I will choose Zimmer. Let's say 8. And our implant goes straight in the right position. We can rotate it. We can move it if needed. We can change the size, probably would be 7. If you are satisfied, go back, insert tibial component the same way. Zimmer. Size, name. And you will get a tibial component. You can change the color just to make it more visible. Red, for example. Move it, rotate if needed. And basically, you are done with your planning. So our planning is finished. As I said, we can send it to PACS back. And also, if needed, you can download it a PDF file, like a planning report, and I don't know, share it with the patient if needed, or perhaps discuss it with colleagues. I just show you how it looks like. So in the planning reports, you will always find the implants, what you have planned, and planning picture, planning and before, pre-op as well, and the important measurements itself. So that's probably all functionality from us, from our integration. So once again, you can do it in web with a hip, knees, and long leg. And maybe as a closing, let's say from me, as we wrap up, it's clear that the digital planning is not just a trend, it's a future of orthopedic surgery. For some countries nowadays, for some it's future. But anyway, with tools like mediCAD and integrations like the one we have developed with MedDream, we are making surgery faster, we making surgery safer and more efficient. So from DICOM review to surgical plan under 2-3 minutes. So it's a future of integrated care, I guess. I want to thank you all and look forward to your questions.
Thank you, Igor, for your presentation. Now, Marius, could you start with your part?
Yes. Hello again. Thank you, Igor, for very nice and interesting presentation. So I will talk a little bit about how this integration has been done, and about the MedDream external links plugin. So the MedDream itself has the external links plugin when you install it. And this external links plugin allows you to add custom text-based buttons inside the MedDream Viewer. And these custom buttons can access or call or load various URLs. And most important, that it can send some metadata information of the OpenEd study. So for example, like study instance ID, patient ID, accession number, SOP instance ID, series ID, and so on. So this metadata is suitable when you want to, for example, integrate with some additional third-party systems to send some information or to retrieve back some information by providing this metadata. Using this links plugin, it is possible to open the URLs in the new window, in the active viewport, or in the model iframe. So all these three options I will present you just in a few minutes. Also, with this external links plugin, it is also used for our MedDream print station. So if you use, for example, our MedDream Viewer and our MedDream print station, you can also integrate using links plugins, and doctor from the MedDream Viewer can press one button, launch the print station, and print the DICOM study. All this configuration for the links plugins, it's not very complicated, and it is configured in one place. So where you have the MedDream installation, so it has MedCAD folder and the links.json file. So inside it you can see the example, and you can edit it. Of course, we have the install manual where we have more detailed description, so you can follow our manual here and check for more information, or always contact our support team, and we will be happy to help you. This is the example of the links plugin with some configuration. So I will show you in the actual file a little bit later, and will explain you this. And here is the screenshot of our install manual. So as you can see, we describe all the types, how the URLs can be opened with the parameters which can be retrieved and passed to the additional third-party systems when you do the integration. So even more actually information is possible to provide. Not only this, we also have an option to launch not only the URLs through the browser, but also to launch for example, on the Windows executable files. If you have some software which is installed locally on the, let's say, on the workstation of doctors. So it is also possible to configure and launch it. And by default, when you will install the MedDream, so the plugins menu will be disabled. So if you want to test it, you need to log into the MedDream Viewer, and you need to go to the settings tab, to the Viewer tab, and in the Viewer, scroll down to the properties, not properties, toolbar properties, where you find all these, toolbars for measuring, for exporting, DICOM, and so on. And you can simply enable this to be visible on desktop or also on the mobile version. And you can add it to the quick menu, so it would be accessible through right mouse click, which could be more convenient maybe for some users. And regarding this links plugin, we already had a few webinars. So I have put a links here. So we had one webinar where we presented our DICOM print station. So as mentioned, it is also configured with the links plugin. So you can see this webinar and see how the integration in the real world would work. Also, we had collaboration and the webinar with one of our partners. So they also built quite nice platform, and they use also links plugin to show some data inside the MedDream Viewer. And of course, now we can add the third webinar, this one where we have the example of mediCAD Web integrated with the MedDream Viewer. So let me open my MedDream, and I will also show you some examples. These examples will not be real life and just a sample things, just as an idea, as a hint how it could be opened, and so what information, for example, you can provide here. So I will show you all three options when you can open in the new tab, when you can have iframe, and you can have the model window, which you can move around the MedDream Viewer. So let's say I open one study particular, and once the study is loaded, it will not get loaded, or it will. Yes, it will. So once the study is loaded, as you can see, I didn't click any buttons, and automatically this model frame pops up. And I just put here a simple HTML file, which gets all the data from this study. So as you can see, I provide the patient name, date of birthday, patient gender, study UID, accession number, modality, and so on. And I just created a simple table which displays all this information. But in similar way, this table could, extract information from your external system, from your RIS system, from your maybe from your portal or from other information, and it could show, some relevant information about this study to the doctor, where he can see some information. You can add some buttons, to submit a data, to send it somewhere, and so on. So basically, it's imagination of yours, solution and what you want to do. So you can embed here anything, you know. You can pass some information, you can retrieve some information. So it's up to you how you can use this model window. And another option to load some information to the MedDream. So imagine that we have this layout 1x2. So let's say in this viewport, in viewport part on the right side, I want to load some, I don't know, let's say PDF document or report or whatever, you know. So it is also possible to add it. I just name it a user manual here, and I'm loading the URL, which loads me the user manual for the doctor. So I don't know, let's say he sees the, you know, new measurement, for example, flat foot, and he has no idea, you know, for example, how to use it. So he doesn't need, you know, to go to a MedDream website to search something. He can simply try to find it here, you know, go here and read about this measurement and use it, you know. So basically it can load something from the website, some PDF, some images or whatever. It really doesn't matter. Depends what you need to load. Another option is to open the new window. So let's say, I don't know, this let's say this PACS and this MedDream Viewer has the images with some measurements. As you can see, you see I have some windowing or something like that. Or let's say this is not the original DICOM files, or they are with lowest quality or something like that, you know. And what I can do, I can create, you know, a button which would, I name it Open Original Study. And if I have some other system where, let's say, this study is stored in the original format, you know, in some high quality, high resolution video or DICOM file or whatever. So I can simply click this button. As you can see, it opens me a new page, a new tab, and it opens me completely different URL, but it passes this study instance UID, which this study has. As you can see, if we go here, we have the same study instance UID. So by providing, for example, study instance UID, you can load the same study, you know, from, I don't know, another PACS, another resource, another system, and you can, you know, compare it. Or for example, this viewer doesn't allow you to export, so you can have this viewer with the export functionality or whatever. So again, this is not a, you know, real life examples. So this is just examples what you can do, and you can adapt to your own needs. And the last thing I want to show, we had some talks with one partner, and he wanted to have easier way, you know, to have a Teams meeting with some other doctors. Let's say I'm a doctor and viewing this patient, and I have some doubts, you know, and I don't know, I want to have a talk with my colleague over the Teams meeting, you know. So instead of going to the Teams window, you know, pressing the launch new meeting, entering some details, I can have a button which is called Create Teams Meeting here. And when I press it, it automatically opens me the Microsoft Teams page. It automatically suggests to open Teams program. And when I do this, I will drag the screen here. As you can see, it automatically opens me not the windows, not the Teams with the chat or whatever. It automatically opens the calendar and the new meeting event, where we provide some information about what this meeting is about. So this patient ID is taken from the MedDream, and this study date, for example, of this study is also taken from the MedDream Viewer using the links plugin. And I can simply, you know, add some attendees, my colleagues, my doctors, click save, you know, and start a meeting with them. So this is also some kind of integration which we had with one partners, and they wanted to have something, you know, similar here. So I suppose it would be possible also in some other option as well, like Zoom or some other softwares for the video conferencing, for example. And these were the 4 examples I wanted to show. And let's quickly open the links plugin JSON to see how all these 4 examples has been executed in the links JSON. So as you can see, here are they are of course in the JSON format. So we have 1, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th examples. So the first example, to open the PDF document on the right side, which I had. So as you can see, we just put the name of the button. We provide the opening type. So we say that we will open it in the viewport iframe. So once again, this information is available on our install manual. And we provide the URL. Here for the MedDream, we have this endpoint which stores the PDF document, but it could be, you know, standard HTTP link with .pdf document, and it would be loaded. In this case, we already have it this PDF in the MedDream, so we just put this URL. For opening another study, as I showed it here, to open original study, and we open it a new window with the demo medDream.com. So for this, we used this links.json configuration. So once again, we have the name, we have the position in the viewer, and the open type is a new window. Means that we will open this URL in the new window. And as you can see, we provide the, let's say, base path of the third-party system, some additional tags or other viewer or something like that. And we provide in these brackets, we provide the parameter study, which is the study instance UID in this case. So the data is taken from this opened study. This ID is provided to this link, and the study is opened. The similar way works with the meetings, Teams meeting. It opens in the new window, and you just need to know the correct URL which you want to open to launch the Teams meeting. So basically, this is a Teams meeting, and they allow you to add in these get parameters to add the subject and to add the content or the description of the meeting. So basically, in the title, in the subject, we are providing the patient ID. It's written, the meeting is regarding the patient ID, 2 dots, and this patient ID. And we also provide the study date, and we take this value from the opened DICOM study, and which is added in this exam date variable. And the last one with this where is the plugin? Not this one. With this model iframe. So as you can see, we have much more information here. So this is more complicated way. Not complicated, but more settings we need to provide. And also this window is set to open automatically once the image once the study is opened. So it will open automatically, and also it is set to close after 45 seconds automatically. These are the optional things. You can turn off them, you can leave it open, you can close it by this X symbol here, but we just wanted to add some more parameters for you to see the possibilities. So in this case, we have also the name. And open type, as you can see, we have model iframe, which means they will have a model window inside the viewer. And what we load some sample HTML file, which, as I mentioned, it has some JavaScript, which collects the provided information, and also HTML, the HTML code, which builds this HTML table and provides the values. We also can provide this model window height and height, what height it should be opened in the MedDream Viewer. And as you can see, we provide some search parameters. So here we provide more parameters as we wanted to show them in the table on the model window. And as you can see, it's not only possible to pass by these predefined parameters, but also it is possible to pass some DICOM tags. So you have much more possibilities if you have some DICOM tags which have some necessary information, and it is, for example, not visible here, in MedDream, and you want to show them in some additional pop-up window, model window, so you can create similar scenario like this one and show them to the doctor. And also the parameters which I told you about to open the model window when the study is loaded. So we have this auto start parameter which is set to true. So when study open it will launch the model window, and it is possible to provide when the window should be opened. So in this case, for example, I said 45 seconds. So after 45 seconds, this model window would disappear. So as you can see, it's not very complicated, depending basically what kind of integration you want to use to create. Do you want just to open some external link, or you want to retrieve some other information and show it in the MedDream? So depends on that. You can use the links plugin and create your own integration. So this is all I wanted to share on this presentation. So if you will have any questions regarding these links plugins, so you can always contact our support at meddream.com, and we will answer you and help you with your integrations.
Thank you, Marius. Thank you so much for both of you for your presentations. I think everybody found them interesting and informative. So I'm going to share my screen and read the questions. So the first question goes to mediCAD. What if my hospital uses on-premise PACS, and does this require migrating to the cloud?
Thank you for the question, first of all. But Marius was mentioned in starting early beginning of our webinars that we still have integration inside of clinical environment and in university hospital. And so no, actually, you don't need to migrate all PACS data to the cloud. So integration works both with on-prem and in the cloud, and MedDream's Viewer connect to your local PACS, and the mediCAD plugin access images via DICOM transfer. So no cloud migration needed. And still, we do have application on-prem, what would be installed inside of the clinic environment, and now in Azure Cloud. So that's why no needs.
Okay, thank you. So the next question, for which countries is your product certified?
I have missed it. So mediCAD is certified according to in EN ICO 13485, so and approved as a medical device, and beyond MDR. We certified MDR. We are also FDA compliant and approved in some other countries and regions like China, for example, Japan, Brazil, somewhere in Middle East. So we will definitely like a universal choice for your international customers.
Thank you. And another one, what are the system requirements?
The system requirements. Yeah, it's pretty basic, I guess. Nothing special. It's like yeah, maybe I should mention that it's only works on Windows environment, yeah, right now, and it's probably would be nice to have at least 8 GB RAM. But for 3D and web, especially for server installation, maybe more RAM would be great because software will be faster. But I think all modern computers, especially in the clinics, have the settings by default. So anyway, nothing special.
Okay, thank you. And another question for you. Planning of distal tibial osteotomies.
It's a great professional question. Now we are talking. Let me say all our automated algorithms are set up for distal femur osteotomy and high tibial osteotomy, but it's like automatic stuff. But you still can plan distal tibial osteotomy manually. So automatic measurements will help you to define important landmarks. It will be done 100%, but the osteotomy itself can be done manually. And by the way, in our data bank, what I have mentioned, we do have a much available implants for DTO as well. So for this particular case, I would suggest to the person who have sent this question, maybe for a more detailed discussion or to test this model, we can arrange a call after the webinar somewhere and try to do it.
Okay, thank you. And another question goes to MedDream, so to Marius. New features and connection with PACS.
Yes, so for the new features, we already released 8.7 version, so I think maybe in a few weeks we will have a webinar about our newest feature. So please don't miss it. Join it, and you will get all the presentation of the new features. And for the PACS connection, of course, as always, we support all the integration through DICOM Query, DICOM Web. We also have some direct plugins with some PACS vendors. Also, we are heavily working with the AVS health imaging and other PACS. So for sure, most probably there will be no problems to connect the MedDream Viewer to your PACS. So just write us what PACS you have, and we can arrange, the connection.
Okay, thank you. So I think this is it with the questions. So as Marius mentioned, we're planning our new release webinar in 22nd of July. So check your mailboxes, check our website and social media, so you could register for this new release webinar, where will be presented new features and improvements of MedDream. And also, I would like to use this opportunity to invite especially our USA partners to visit us. In first time, MedDream will be in Agra. Sorry for my pronunciation. Maybe Americans will pronounce it differently. So visit us, write to this email when you want to come and have a meeting with us. And also check our newsletter, social media, and our website for the news. We will have one more new exhibition in the autumn in France. Also, I see we got one more question, so I will read this. Our attendee is asking when this will be possible. Start in a Republic Vilnius University Hospital. So Igor or Marius, do you have answer to this one?
If it's to us, I mean to mediCAD side equation, probably it would be great to ask MedDream team, and we can organize it if we are talking about test environment. I'm not sure that I understand the question, but if it's related to
we
test
need clarification if it's about mediCAD or if it's about a new release of MedDream.
But anyway, I guess MedDream team will help you and contact you after webinar immediately.
Yeah, it's best to contact us and then to the sales team, and they will arrange the correct people together to do this.
But once again, if it's related to test environment, we are ready to start after webinar to providing you with infrastructure. But if not, it's to you guys.
Yeah, so you have the contacts. You saw Igor's contacts in the presentation. I'm going to send a presentation and also video recording in a few upcoming days. This week, definitely. So thank you everyone for joining us. I hope that it was okay and you were comfortable attending our webinar on Zoom. So thank you for our speaker, Igor. Thank you so much. Also for Marius for helping. And so thank you, everyone. And let's see in next events.
Yeah, thank you guys. It was a pleasure to be here, and thank you, Renata, for organizing it. You made it run smoothly. Was great. Thank you again, and I hope that all attendees who were with us and will see it in a record will find our insights, let's say, both valuable and actionable, and they will use our solutions in their project. And rest assured, let's say, our team and I myself remains committed to continuously refining and to make it easier, enhancing what we offer, and you could definitely expect more power, more efficiency in our solutions in the future.
Thank you very much, and see you in the next webinars.
Yes, thank you all, and
Take
bye.
care,
Have
bye.
a nice day, everyone.
Bye.